Good morning, welcome back to my kitchen, where today we are going to be discussing this. And honestly, the fact that we're going to be discussing this is as much a surprise to me, possibly more so, as it is to you. Let me rewind a little. This is a box from a company called Bargain Food Store. I found them online when I was looking for food waste boxes for my little series that I've been doing. In fact, I should probably make a playlist and link it up there, shouldn't I? If anybody hasn't seen the previous videos in this series and wants to watch them. I've just remembered that I need my phone to read some info off it. So now, in order to talk about this box, I need to tell you a little story, because let me say at the outset, I do absolutely not recommend this company. So I hadn't heard of this company before. I found them when I was searching for the food for boxes for this series, as I said. And when I've come across a company that I haven't ordered from before or haven't heard of before, I tend to look up the Trustpilot reviews, notwithstanding the fact that I am aware that far more people are likely to write about a bad experience than a good experience. So I do take reviews generally with a pinch of salt. However, I'll put a photo up here from the Trustpilot website. 91% of the reviews for this company were 1-star reviews, which did ring some alarm bells. So how to think about it? I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt, because the idea of the box was one that fitted in perfectly with this series. Sorry, I need to turn the sound off on my phone. Bear with, just let me do that. There we are. Yeah, it fitted in quite well, so I wanted to try the box. I thought I'd give them the benefit of the doubt, so I placed the order for a box on the 23rd of September. The delivery was by Royal Mail 48, it said on the website, and it said delivery should be within 3 to 5 days. I had an order confirmation email, and then nothing. So we got to 5 days past the order, and I hadn't had a dispatch email, nothing at all. So I thought, bearing in mind all the bad reviews, I thought I'll contact them. There's a little contact form on the website that says we'll get back to you within 24 hours. And I emailed them through this contact form, and nothing. You're not surprised by this so far, are you? Got to admit, I wasn't either. I was thanking my lucky stars at this point that I had paid via PayPal deliberately, because it is easier to get your money back on PayPal when things go wrong, when things don't get delivered, than it is to have to go through your bank or your credit card company, I find personally. So after I hadn't had any response to my email for another couple of days, it was a week past the order, there'd been no dispatch, so I raised an inquiry with PayPal. And I understand the process then is that PayPal contact the seller. Sorry, I've got a real frog in my throat this morning. PayPal then contact the seller and remind them that I haven't received my order, and ask them to get back to them and let them know, or let me know when it's going to be dispatched. So a week went by, another week, which took us to the 7th of October. PayPal had had no response whatsoever from the seller. So after a week, I was then able to escalate the dispute on PayPal to a claim, which means that PayPal then look into it further and, if necessary, give you a refund. Once you've done this, the whole thing is in PayPal's hands, and it generally takes about a week to get a refund. So this was on the 7th of October. On the 9th of October, hurrah, I suddenly got a dispatch email from the company saying your item is being dispatched by Royal Mail 48 with a tracking number and everything. Brilliant, I thought, it's on its way. So I checked the tracking for the next couple of days, and it hadn't actually been dispatched. It was a real tracking number, but it hadn't been dispatched. About 3 days after that, I then got a full refund from PayPal. So I thought, well, this is even odder. But, you know, I was grateful to get my money back, because it didn't look like I was getting the goods. I did check the tracking another couple of times over the next week or so, and nothing. So I assumed that the seller had seen that I'd got my money back and pulled the order and wasn't going to send it. You know, which was fine. I'd rather have had the box, but I'd had my money back, so I wasn't expecting to receive this. Anyway, imagine my surprise when yesterday, the 24th of October, so 1 month and 1 day after I placed the order, This box turns up at my door. How strange, I thought, what could that be? And I open it up and it's the box from Bargain Food Store. Despite sending a dispatch email on the 9th, and despite me getting a refund, I can't remember the exact timeline of the refund, a few days after that, they then sent the box on the 23rd. So it took over a month to receive the box. I've got my money back. I mean, if I thought they'd reply, I'd send them an email saying you've sent the box, but PayPal have refunded me. Do you want me to pay you for the box? But I don't suppose they'll reply to that either. So all very mysterious, very strange indeed. And on that basis, I absolutely do not recommend this company. However, as I have the box, I thought it merited telling you the story and having a look at what's in it. Now, the cost of this box is £20 plus £3.99 delivery with Royal Mail 48 hours. Don't laugh at the Royal Mail 48 hours thing. 48 days more, it would be more accurate actually. I just wanted to read to you what it says about the box. This box has everything you need to treat yourself and your loved ones, and the best part is that you can save up to 50% on the retail price by purchasing this mystery box. Inside you'll find a mix of sweet and savoury treats, from chocolate bars and biscuits to crackers and chips. In addition, our mystery box also includes a variety of essential household items such as cleaning products and more to help you take care of your home, yada yada yada. It then goes on to say, we specialise in short dated or past best before products. Therefore, the mystery box will contain a selection of these items. However, all items are tested and safe to be consumed. So far, so good. That all sounds okay. Yeah, that was all I needed to tell you about that. Right, let's get into what's in it after I've been talking for blooming 8 minutes. Right, so there's meant to be 20 items. They're saying it's 50% of retail price approximately. I've paid £20 for the box. So we will start with an old El Paso fajita kit. That's good, I will use that, I expect. $3.49 RRP on that, and effectively I've paid £1 for it, so that's all good. Let's look at the date on that. 1st of June 2023, so this isn't slightly past its best before date. This is a year and 3 months. That's quite a lot, isn't it? The box is also a little bit bashed about, but again, it's kind of what you expect, I guess. I mean, I personally wouldn't have a problem with eating that. I reckon the wraps might be a bit past their best after a year and a bit, but we shall see. We shall see. I feel like that's quite a long time past its best before date. Right, next we have a little tiny box of shreddies. These look like they've been taken out of a multi-pack, possibly. I wouldn't say they were worth more than £1, to be honest. Oh, best before date on those, December 2022. That is old, isn't it? That's nearly 2 years old, or not nearly 2 years past its date. Next we have a Coleman's sweet and sour chicken sauce. Again, I probably use that. I don't generally buy these very often, but it's something that I would use, I guess. That's July 2023. I haven't got quite such a problem with that being over a year out of date, because I think it's powder, isn't it, mostly? So yeah, that one I think is probably okay, but again, well over a year past its sell by or use by. Best before. Next we've got, is that worth more than £1? I suspect probably not. Jammy Dodgers. Everybody loves Jammy Dodgers, don't they? It says £1.29 on there, so just over £1. Oh, February 2024. Actually a 2024 sell-by date, so only 8 months out of date, something like that. A noodle type thing. I don't like these dried noodles. Chicken flavour. William used to quite like these. January 2024. They're very dried, and I think they have powder sachets with them, so I wouldn't necessarily think they were particularly massively past their best, but whether they're worth more than £1, I suspect not. Next we have honey flavoured Heinz mustard. That probably feels very liquidy, more than it should, possibly. Date on that one, July 23, so again, well over a year out of date. This is definitely not worth more than £1. This is a sachet of Galaxy hot chocolate. This one's actually within its date, it's May 2025, but definitely not worth more than £1, that one. Right. Topic cookies. They look quite nice. Probably the most exciting thing I've had in there so far, I would say. June 2023. Again, that's quite a long way out of date for something like biscuits, isn't it? I feel like they might be a little softer than we want. Probably £1.50 maybe, I guess. £1.50 possibly. Probably £1.50 now. Right, New York Deli. Delhi is spelt wrong. Oh, unless it's referring to Delhi in India, is it? Oh, perhaps it's a play on words, possibly. VIP Nuts, classic sea salt, gourmet peanut brand. Haven't heard of them. Ashley loves the peanuts, so he'll probably enjoy those. August 23 is the date on those, and they're probably, I don't know, fairly small packet, but possibly £2 or something, I guess. Shortbread, we like shortbread in this house. Don't think that's probably worth much more than £1. It's not a particularly good brand, I don't think. Can't find a date on this one. End of May 2023, so about a year and a half over the date, that one. An Oreo cake bar. Again, this looks as though it's been a packet that's split up, just one out of a whole packet. Definitely not worth more than £1. Best before date, oh my god. August 2023, best before on that. Then got a 2-fingered Twix. Again, I wouldn't say more than £1. 15th of Jan 23. A packet of Dairy Milk Jingly Bells, so some sort of Christmassy thing. 31st of March 2023, so a year and a half again past. Best before date. Fig rolls. God, I remember being underwhelmed by these as a biscuit when I was a kid. Blimey. I think I probably would still be underwhelmed by them. Probably going to get an influx of messages now saying fig rolls are best biscuits ever. May 2023, so again about a year and a half past best before date. We have Milky Way Magic Stars. I don't know, are they more than £1? Possibly they are. Can't see a date on these ones. February 2023 on those. We're getting down to the end now. Oh, these look nice. Pretzel Pete seasoned pretzel pieces. Quite into the idea of those. And the second thing with a 2024 date on it, May 2024 for these. So only about 6 months over the best before date on those. More noodles. Again, they're really not worth more than £1, are they? Chip Shop curry flavoured. Chip Shop curry noodles? I mean, fusion, okay, fusion cuisine is the thing, isn't it? And they're best before December 2023, so coming up to a year. 2 packets of M&Ms. I do, salted caramel is one and peanut is the other. And what have we got on here? Oh my god, November 2021. That's quite impressive even by my low standards. Is this one the same? It is, November 2021. I mean, I wonder how long they've been holding on to this stock of this stuff, because I wouldn't have thought it was still in circulation sales-wise, stuff this old. More pretzels is the very last item. These are jalapeno flavour, and these are May 2024. Okay, well, let's count up the number of items for a start. There is exactly 20 items, which is what they said, so that's good. Is it worth 40 quid? I think absolutely not, to be perfectly honest. I think a lot of people would also have issues with the best before dates of a lot of the stuff like biscuits. To be getting biscuits that are almost 2 years past a sell by date, a best before date, I think is probably, I don't know, I don't want to be a hypocrite because I use things, you know, herbs and spices and stuff like that. I've said I'm not bothered about that particularly. I would question perhaps the wraps in here, whether they'll still be okay. I think all the biscuits I think would be questionable. I think this is okay to be well past its sell by date. That one I'm not sure. It feels as though the texture of it might be a bit dodgy. The chocolate's probably all right, isn't it? The little packet of cereal. I don't eat cereal anyway, but I would imagine that might be a bit stale. I think the whole thing's questionable, to be perfectly honest. I personally wouldn't want to be selling stuff that was, you know, sell by or best before date of 2021 myself. I think the fact that it takes them a month to send anything, I think the fact they don't answer emails is dreadful. I would not recommend this box. It was quite interesting seeing what was in it. I mean, I wouldn't even put most of this in the food bank, which is a shame. I'll probably put these the cereal and the biscuits that are more than a year or so out of date will probably go out for the birds, so at least they won't get wasted. But yeah, overall disappointing. Lots of snacky stuff, but to be fair, they did say lots of sweet treats and snacky stuff. Underwhelmed, quite glad I didn't pay for it. And I wouldn't recommend, is my take on that one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.